Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, April 18th. We got a lot of economic data to go over today, so we're just going to delve right into it here. And we'll start off with the housing starts for the month of March. Back in February, we had 1.303 million, which was a pretty hot number back in February, if you recall. Forecast for March was 1.238 million, and it came in at a disappointing 1.215. So sometimes we get those months where you get a really hot number, and it kind of the next month kind of sizzle or kind of fizzles a little bit here. So that looks like maybe the case here in the month of March. But also take in mind that the Midwest and the Northeast had some pretty bad storms during that month, and that also most likely played a role in these starts here. We also got the building permits. So on the other hand, we had 1.216 million in the month of February, and it moved up to 1.26 million in the month of March. So housing starts was down in the month of March, but building permits increased, so that means more house building. So I think we'll be okay in this arena here. Industrial production for the month of March, we had a 0.1% increase in the month of February. Forecast for March was supposed to take up to 0.7, and it went up to 0.5%. So still very good numbers here overall. And capacity utilization for the month of March. So February we had 75.7. Forecast for March was 76.3, and it came pretty close to in line at 76.1%. So these are basically manufacturing numbers, and they weren't too bad here on this side of things here. Stock market's down. What could be bringing it down? Well, we have a bunch of mixed earnings reports brought out today. We've had people like Bank of America come in with their numbers, and then we had other people like Goldman Sachs who did not. We have like Netflix kind of disappointed. So a lot of people are kind of disappointed, but also a few made their numbers as well. Also, Secretary of Treasury Mnuchin kind of made a comment to interview the other day, and basically said that there probably will be a delay in Trump's tax reforms this year, primarily due to the healthcare bill being worked on and stuff. So it looks like a lot of attention is being taken away from the tax reforms and working on the healthcare bill to satisfy everybody. So this is taking kind of a backseat, the tax reform. So that's also playing a factor in there. Also, this coming weekend, we have the French elections coming in. If you recall, we have a couple people in there. One guy that was kind of making a rise up, and then we got Le Pen, who is one of the top two guys making a run for it. And obviously the concern is if one of those guys gets in there, that they could also be pulling away from the euro, calling it the Frexit. I guess they're going to dub it. So that's creating concern that this might continue, and of course might be the lead to the end of the EU. So anyways, and then of course we got the U.S. and North Korean tensions that have been kind of existing since last week. It's been existing for a while, but it seemed to get heightened up last week here. So that's still on the back burner here a little bit, since there's been comments back and forth here and there, exchange of comments going back and forth. So let's take a look here at the bond market, and the bond market is actually looking pretty good here. Right now we're up about 15 basis points. We're at one point way up here at 25 basis points. So right now we're about 15 basis points higher from where we left off yesterday, which translates to better pricing, which is obviously a good sign here. We did have a change here yesterday. We're up here quite a bit in the morning, and then of course it dropped down. But overall, we're doing pretty well today. We've gained back a lot of that stock market that gained yesterday, pretty much just kind of in the process of losing what their gains were yesterday. So we may see kind of a up and down or seesaw week this week. Tomorrow will be the Fed's beige book will be coming out tomorrow. That's about the only economic news release for tomorrow. But Thursday will have some a lot of data coming out as well. So just be prepared for some volatility, of course, especially with these geopolitical outbreaks that have been happening over the course of the world here, from Syria to North Korea, Afghanistan. A lot of things can shake up the markets further going forward here. So anyways, if you guys want to get more updates throughout the rest of the day, just come over to Twitter. You can find me underneath Mike Bjork on Twitter. I do post updates throughout the day on Twitter. Also, if you guys are on the market for a loan, a mortgage, I am a loan originator. I do help out people with their purchases, getting refinance, pre-approvals to people who refinance, people who want to take money out of the property, to people who want to get better rates, to people who want to move money for different maybe debt consolidation and stuff, different strategies we can utilize with a mortgage. Feel free to reach out to me as well. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.